Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Haydn and I'm a full-time software engineer. In this video we're going to be going over Python data types and the differences between them. Okay, so like all videos in this series, we're going to jump over to PyChart. We're going to go and create a new Python file, and I've called this one data types because we're learning about data types. And then we can start putting all the information in here. So we've already been over this before. So we've got integers, which are whole numbers here, and I can print out the type of this x, and that will print me out a integer here. So we have ints in Python for all your whole number integer needs. We have floats, which are going to be we've got floats which are going to be like 3.14, for example, and this will be, you know, again, a float. Nothing new here. You learned this in the first video series. If you've not checked it out, then go back and check it out. You got booleans, which is kind of true false values. And if I print that out, we've got our boolean value down there in the console. You can see that. Now we have strings as well. So we've got strings. We've seen this before. So we've got name is Haydn, and if I print out type of Haydn, then we're going to get a string type down the bottom here. String in Python. Now this is a new one. So we have lists. Lists are a collection of things in Python. They can contain anything inside the list, but you normally should put things of the same type in the list because that makes the most sense. And so let's say we have a list of numbers. In order to declare a list, you do like you do every variable. You put the name of the variable on the left, equals, and then you do these square braces. So this is an empty list with nothing in it. If I want to put something in it, I separate them by commas. So I go 1, 2, 3. This is a list with 3 items in it. And if I print now type of numbers, you can see it is a type of list, because although the things inside the list are integers, the actual type of numbers is a list, which is this entire thing. I can have different types of lists, so I can have names, and inside that would be, you know, Haydn, software engineer, not really names, more just my channel name. Wink wink, like and subscribe, and I can print out the names of that, and you can see names is also a list there as well. So lists are just really nice ways of storing things that you need to, for example, loop over, which we learned about in the previous video. Link somewhere here around here. So if you want to loop over things, and you pop them in the list and you go through. The next type is tuples in Python. Tuples in Python. Tuples are similar to lists, but they're immutable, which means that once they've been declared, you cannot change them. So a list, you can change them. So for example, if I come up here and say numbers at position 1 is now equal to, I don't know, 4, that is a valid syntax in Python. Or if I say, you know, numbers.append, so add the value 4 to the numbers list, that is fine. If I did that with a tuple, Python will go, what are you doing? They're immutable. What we can say here, for example, is like coordinates equals this. So let's say I've got coordinates of 10, 20. This is now set in stone. I can't change that. I can't say coordinates at position 0 is now equal to 40. Python will complain. I think even PyCharm is telling me that tuples do not support item assignment. There we go. We can't do that. And I also don't have the append method on tuples because I can't add anything. Once I've set a tuple, that is it. I can't do anything about it. So that is the slight difference between tuples and lists. And if I print this out and go to data types, you can see we have a list here and we can have a tuple here. So there's another data type in Python. They can be used for various different things. A tuple is great if you need to ensure that nothing mutates the type. The next type in Python is called a dictionary. These are actually one of my favorite types. So let's say we have a person. A dictionary is kind of exactly what you think a dictionary would be. Instead, you go to a dictionary to look up the something, and then you get the kind of description for it, braces, syntax. And then what we can do is we can start putting things in. So I can say the name of this person is Haydn. I can say the age of this person is, I don't know, 21, let's say, and I can say the city of this person is London. So now I've got kind of information about this person. So what I can do is I can say like person name, or I can say give me the name of this person. So if I print person.name, this will look up the value Haydn, because I'm going into the dictionary, I'm looking up the key name here, and then I'm getting the value Haydn out. And I can do this again for kind of age, and I can do this again for city. So if I do this now, a dictionary is name. It might be slightly easier to read if I do this, because this puts them all on different lines for you. So you can see I'm looking up the key name, and then this little kind of syntax with the colons that says this is the value of that. So I've got name Haydn, age 21, city London, and there we go. I can print all this stuff out. And finally, if I print out the type of person, you can see here we've got a dict in Python, which is great. One of the final things, we've got sets in Python. So let's say sets are only things that are unique. What is normally written, we normally kind of, or not normally, but back in the day, we used to write sets like this, where we'd say set, but this is kind of frowned upon now, and the new syntax for writing them is like this. So we do exactly like we do with dictionaries, but instead of doing the kind of the colon, instead of doing the colon to separate the key value, we just do comma. The good thing about sets is they only contain unique elements. So as you can see in this set, I've actually added banana twice there. And what happens when I print this out, you can see the banana gets dropped because we can only have unique elements in a set. So this is really good for storing things that are unique and you don't have any duplicates. Sets are super powerful for various operations when you want to find the difference between two things, because you can cast them both to a set and compare them, and you can tell you what's different between these two, and off we go. And then you can see here we have a set of type in Python as well. And the very last one, which you've actually seen before, is the none type. So I can say, the value is none. I don't know what the value will be at the minute, and then I can print type of this. And you can see at the very bottom here. So they are basically all of the data types in Python that you are going to need for the homework assignment that we're going to send next week. So hopefully this gives you a bit of a crash course. Definitely look up these different things. You'll need them for different things. Integers, floats, booleans, and strings. These are all like pretty much a none type of kind of pretty much your bread and butter. You'll always be using these. Lists are super powerful. Tuples are powerful again, but they're used in specific circumstances. Dictionaries you're going to use a lot. They're really powerful, and sets as well you're going to use when you want unique things. So you need to think of data types as your kind of little bag of goodies that you can use and tools that you can use in your kind of tool bag, and you can pull the different data types out for different things. For example, you might need a dictionary for doing one thing, you might need a set for doing another thing, you might need an integer for doing another thing, and you need to kind of use them to determine how you're going to write your Python code. Hopefully that all made sense. This is kind of a quick overview of all the data types in Python. If this didn't make sense to you, please comment down below and I will reply to them. Please like and subscribe to this video if you enjoyed it. There's more videos on this channel about Python tutorials if you want to check them out, or follow along in this tutorial series. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day.